want to welcome you to the Weekly Grind with Jim Surace. I'm Larry Macon Jr., and I'm so excited to continue the conversation with Jim today. So, Jim, we talked about adversity last week, and so tell me, what are some of your other thoughts on that topic?
Sure, Larry, good to be with you again. And, last week we talked about the valley of adversity and how so many people, when they're in that valley, we all have those moments in life where we just look at the top of the mountain wishing we were there, and we don't search for what it is that we might need to get from that valley. I called it the treasure in the valley. Don't misunderstand. Looking back at my life, I understand that, these valleys in life many times are painful. But pain is only pain if you don't learn from it or grow through it. Pain has no purpose except pain. But if you look for the lesson, the treasure, what it is that you need to grab at that moment, then you'll definitely be able to move ahead, get better and stronger. In my business, I talk about it time to time, and our culture is all about when we hire what we call business athletes. A lot of our people have former sports backgrounds, and a lot of them are actually weightlifters. And, they are able to be disciplined and work through pain. They will tell you that, no pain, we've heard it before, no pain, no gain. And you need that pain sometimes in order to grow.
That is so true. Pain is kind of a part of the growth process, but how do you feel people should handle it when they're going through that pain right then and there? What is that mindset you think they should have?
Well, I think it's a mindset, Larry, of searching for what they need to garner at that moment to move ahead in their life. Mm-hmm. Although sometimes, it could be consequential. So many people, and I'm sure that you've heard it before, keep reliving the same negative experiences in their life, and they wonder why. But they keep doing the same thing. They don't learn. They don't elevate themselves. And, we've heard it said before that insanity is doing the same things, but expecting a different result.
That is so true.
So I think at that time, there needs to be a reflection of direction. Decisions that we make have consequences. Mm-hmm. I talk to my people all the time about an acronym, 3D, not the visual 3D, but as I said, an acronym which stands for decisions determine destiny. Wow. A good friend of mine who's a youth speaker, speaks around the nation. I one time heard him say that God didn't make winners or losers, but he made choosers. Mm-hmm. And now, as I mentioned in a previous segment, the choices we make sometimes are wrong, but they're not fatal. What happened yesterday does not necessarily determine your today or your tomorrows. I think that, I could maybe sum it up in a comment that Paul made in a letter to the Romans in the Bible, mm-hmm. where he said, "But we also rejoice in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, character, and character, hope." A caterpillar, in order to be a healthy butterfly, must struggle to break out of its own cocoon. Yeah. So it would have it would have the strength. It would be able to build itself up to be able to fly and be all that butterfly was supposed to be. We were meant to fly, but we must break out of some cocoons along the way.
I love that, Jim. And that really is a great way to sum up our discussion today, is that adversity is not that bad. Listen, Jim, I just want to thank you for your knowledge and your insight today. And I also want to thank all of our viewers that are tuning in and watching us on It's About You. As again, this is the Weekly Grind, and this conversation is going to continue every single Monday. And so for more inspiration, I want you to visit our YouTube page, which is called The Weekly Grind with Jim Surace. You'll see the actual tag on the screen, but also we're here to help you and to motivate you. So now we're taking questions, Jim, and they can email us at jimweeklygrind@gmail.com. So thanks again, Jim, for being on the show with us.